Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mumma. It is Monday, the 27th of August 2018, and I'm here today for your daily tarot reading. Welcome. If this is the first time to my channel, my name is Kathy. Thank you so much for clicking on Earthy Goddess Mumma and being here today. I truly value everyone's presence that tune into my readings. Thanks so much for being here. Anyway, as I say every day, this is a completely general reading. I'm just feeling into the general astrological energies, and then we use the tarot to see what other messages want to come through. So I'm just gently clearing the space, and let's get into it. So we have the moon in Pisces. How did you feel after that full moon energy? Did it feel comfortable? Were you open to receive? Was the veil really thin? Did you get some amazing messages? Or was there a nebulous quality to this moon? Was there a haziness, a lack of clarity, confusion? However you felt, I think we all know, and with the Pisces full moon, it's really, we tap into our deep inner wisdom. It is a deeply spiritual, magical moon. So we know when we're out of balance. We know our inner wisdom is constantly telling us things we need to release, things we need to move forward on. But the question is, are we listening? That's always the question. So is there some more purging to purify your soul, or were you able to just sit quietly and feel into the softness of an open heart space, an open curiosity to what this full moon wanted to bring? Because we have another huge shift today. Just keeps on coming. I love astrology so much. Mars goes direct today in Capricorn. This is fabulous for our goals, our ambition, our careers. We felt into our passion with the partial solar eclipse, and we tapped into the Mars in Aquarius at the time, and how may we serve with this passion. And now Mars has gone direct into Capricorn. We can move forward. So, it might be a really cool idea for you to really sit with and see where Mars is, which house it's in and which sign it's in. Because these last 2 months, it's a time right now just to reflect on what you learned when Mars was in retrograde. Because it's the opposite of what your Mars is all about. So my Mars is in Pisces. People laugh when I say this aspect, and I didn't learn about this aspect till not long ago, like within the last couple of years. And it made me understand so much more about myself. So Mars in Pisces, you can get lost in your dreams and really just want to be inward all the time, and only your inner world is real. Fantasy, illusion, imagination, creativity. Great for storytelling, great for writing songs, music, poetry, stories. But there's also a sensitive, easily influenced, quiet nature that comes with Mars and Pisces. So while I was in retrograde, for me, I let go of all illusions. I gained more clarity about what was realistic, what was I doing, what's real. And because, I have this anyway, because I have my sun in Taurus. very practical and down to earth. So I guess I'm grateful for that balance. But I found with this Mars in retrograde, I was able to stand up in my own truth, become like a spiritual warrior, which is how I like to see my Mars in Pisces. I really haven't read that anywhere, but I like to feel into that, because Mars is the warrior and Pisces is deeply spiritual. So, spiritual warrior. But with the Mars in retrograde, I was able to stand up and be compassionate and empathetic with myself rather than always giving that out to others. I was truly able to gain information from my feelings rather than taking on everyone else's emotions around me, putting up firm boundaries. It was a really powerful time. I focused more on the external world and manifesting my dreams into reality. So for me, it was a real potent time. It wasn't really a time for slowing down, because it all depends on where Mars is, which house and which sign. So today we also, even that, you will feel into that, and it'll be really good for you to find out. You can get in touch with me. I can help you find that out if you want to. Sun is trying Saturn in Capricorn today. The Sun is in Virgo still, obviously. So again, that is being very analytical, logical, and grounded in what you're working on, your goals and ambitions. So it's really quite a harmonious relationship with Mars going direct in Capricorn. The Sun is also trine to Uranus. We've still got that grand Earth trine. So yeah, you can make your dreams a reality. It's as simple as that, really, with this grand Earth trine. And the Moon in Pisces is trine Jupiter and Scorpio. The Moon is also conjunct. Moon in Pisces is also conjunct Neptune in Pisces. So with the Moon in Pisces, we can drown in empathy. We can be so receptive. We take on the moods and emotions of others, like I was saying before. We might just want to encapsulate ourselves in our own bubble, because society and the world is just too much to bear sometimes. We just don't want to associate with the masses and the sheeple of the world. We want to find kindred spirits. We want to talk about spirituality, multidimensionality, other dimensions, timelines. We want to dive deep into our spirituality. So with the Sun in Virgo, it's that opposite. Find that middle path. It's always about the middle point, the middle path. So diving into fantasy and dreams and heart's desires and compassion and empathy, but grounding it. Thinking with your head, feeling with your heart, still being in touch with the earth, still feeling held by Mama Gaia, not losing yourself and floating away. Even though it's a really fun place to be in fantasy, we still have to dwell here. Now we chose this physical existence. Why not experience its pleasures? I'm really grateful that I have my Sun in Taurus and 2 other planets there as well, and in the 6th house. So I have a lot of Virgo, and my moon's in Virgo. So I have that ability to find a center point there. Yeah, because it's a really amazing time if we're really compassionate and empathetic with ourselves and tap into our deepest feelings with Jupiter and Scorpio and the Moon and Neptune and Pisces. We can open up the good luck planet of Jupiter, because we are illuminating that compassion and empathy and acceptance we have for ourselves out to everybody else. And you will find, especially with Venus in Libra, when we do so, all our relationships are harmonious and so rich in their connections, and engaging with everyone is like a magical little journey, because you're so open and receptive. You have clear boundaries, so you're not merging and melding with someone else. You're not taking on their emotions. You're observing. So your spirit is actually observing your physical self having these experiences. So you don't dive deep into the narratives of others. You can just engage playfully and with fun and light up other people. Light up their lives with your connection to spirit. This is what this moon in Pisces, this full moon in Pisces, is really all about. If you've done all the healing work, if you've grieved, if you've, sat with that in comfort, sat with the shadowy aspects of Scorpio. If you want, Scorpions need to understand, yes, you have the good luck planet of opportunity and expansion in your sign, but if you're not willing to heal, if you're not willing to go deep into the shadow and feel your deepest feelings and emotions and illuminate things that keep you stuck, you're not going to get the greatest benefits out of Jupiter in your sign. Our greatest work is our inner work. That's why we're here. To know thyself, to shed old patterns, to break free of old karma and conditioning. So that's why we're here. And then when we do, we can, share our experiences with others, to show compassion for others, because we've been through that experience, and we want to, lift each other up and shine the torch on on an easier route, an easier path for them to take. But sometimes we also know we have boundaries, so we don't just keep serving and serving and serving and serving. We give, but we also know when to step back and allow other people to make mistakes they're here to make. You can plant seeds and let go. And always be there and hold space for anyone when they've made a mistake, they've stumbled, and then they want to come back, and you hold space for them again, because there's no judgment. It's just radical acceptance for yourself, for whatever situation you're in, and anyone that comes to you. This is how we move into these different dimensions and gain higher energies and higher vibrational states, is very radical self-acceptance, radical self-love. And it's all got to start from within. So this is what the Pisces moon has brought us. So let's begin. Didn't expect to speak that long on that topic. It just all flowed as it does, especially with the moon in Pisces. Okay, so I have the Tarot sexual magic. If you're offended by sexual images, you may want to switch off now. Excuse me. So, what other energies are around for us this 27th of August 2018? With the moon in Pisces, and the sun in Virgo, and Mars going direct. Oops. Okay, we have the Two of Cups, and another reader had this card today, the Two of Chalices. This is soulmate love. This is being with another and just feeling so at home. You look in their eyes and your heart and your soul are touched so deeply that you're speechless, that no words are necessary, because your eyes say it all. And the energy speaks volumes. The magnetic pull to this person is so extreme that, your soul knows what the soul wants. So, soulmates. Soulmate energy around today. And the Queen of Pentacles, this is Virgo energy. This is the Sun in Virgo. She loves herself. She's not going to settle. This is what I take from this card. She's being mistreated. This is the divine feminine in her power. super grounded, skilled, practical, deeply caring, amazing mama, beautiful friend, cooks you the most amazing meals, shares information on health and healing willingly, but with not with ego, no, with genuine care. But there's not inequality here, there's an imbalance of power here. But there's also a reverence and an honouring. And who's to say the Queen of Pentacles doesn't do that to her partner at times, where she honours the sacredness in him too. You know, but we always need to ask, am I trying to yield power here? How am I using my power? And we have the Three of Cups. Celebration. Celebration of connection, like I was talking about before. Celebration of connecting in the physical with other beings. There's so much passionate pleasure here. Yeah. It's being truly in the moment. We can only experience those sensual pleasures. Feel the breeze touch our face. Eat a succulent, juicy peach. Or feel the moist kiss of a lover. Feel it. Taste it. You know, we can only do that when we're present. And it's time for old cycles to end and new to begin. Karma, this is the wheel turning change. A change of beliefs I'm hearing. A shift. There has been a huge shift with this full moon in Pisces, if there wasn't any resistance. Fate versus free will, like I always say. Fate brings you certain connections. Certain people come your way, but it's up to you how you respond, what vibration you send out. Are you truly in the moment? Are you truly listening to that other person? Are you really hearing them? Are you truly here experiencing this moment and listening to your soul's call, like your I'm hearing your soul's pull to another soul. Are you listening? Because there's so much passion here. This is a deeply passionate connection. This is a fiery connection. We have earth, fire, and water here. Moon in Pisces, Sun in Virgo, Mercury in Leo. How do you communicate this love? Do you communicate it through your bodies, through passion? How do you communicate this desire? Is it grounded in hearing? One last. It's already long, it's already 9 minutes. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords and the Knave of Chalices. So we have two knights, two very fast moving knights. The Knight of Wands rushes in, doesn't even close his car door, just rushes. Clothes fly everywhere, and the Knight of Swords, they move into this Knight of Swords energy. Animal, instinctual energy, exploring each other, opening up to exploring, but there's a feeling of not being enough, wanting this. This is a fantasy energy of Moon in Pisces, getting lost in your fantasies. Maybe you're fantasizing about the soulmate, but the reality is there's fear here. There's fear that the one you love has found another. The one you love is experiencing this with another, or this with another. And you want to rush in, but you don't know what to say. You don't know how it's going to be received. You're fearing that maybe your offer of love isn't enough for this person, that you'll be met with rejection. Because I'm hearing you deeply honor this person. And we have the Lovers. The Lovers is here as well. It just fell out of the deck. So we have the Lovers and the Two of Cups. This is a really deep connection that calls for a life-changing decision. I'm hearing pride. Do I risk my pride for this? The Black Cat tells of fear. What are you fearing? Are you fearing your intuition? What is your intuition telling you? I'm hearing. What has this Moon in Pisces been telling you? What's it been whispering to you? Do you trust its wisdom? If you trusted its wisdom, you wouldn't be stuck here. You would be here and here, experiencing this with your soul love. We have the Trilogy of Light. This is a universal love oracle. Just going to set that there. That will stay. The Trilogy of Light. The image on the card symbolizes the template of creation. Abstract energy, spiraling into formation, drops down into consciousness. If you have chosen this card today, be aware that the wheel is set in motion. The wheel. An abstract idea that you've had floating around in your subconscious is about to surface in your conscious mind. Pay attention to new ideas over the coming days. One of these ideas is a seed for the beginning of something completely new. Allow this wheel, allow this cycle to end. Tap into your receptivity, it will guide you. It will let you know that you can drop this fear. This fear is illusionary. It's self-created. Self-sabotage, self-limitation. Trust the messages you receive. I think you're feeling like someone's just going to be like, I'm not really interested. Kiss my feet. But I'm saying, this card, I'm hearing that this is a fear. There's a fear of rejection by somebody here, someone drawn to this reading. Or there's the ability to really overcome this fear. This is a really beautiful reading. But I'm hearing be receptive to the guidance you're given. It's going to lead you to the Lovers and the Two of Cups. You just have to let go of fear. If you want this, you will. It's up to you. You got to choose fate versus free will. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.